Exercise 2.3 NCERT Class 9 Polynomials. Question number 5 Factorize. So in question number 5 we have to factorize cubic polynomial. Okay, since the degree of the polynomial they have given 3, that means it is a cubic polynomial. So we have to factorize now cubic polynomial. If it would have quadratic polynomial, then we can use the splitting the middle term method to factorize the polynomial. But since it is not quadratic, it is cubic, so we have to use another method. So what method we are going to use? So first of all, we have to find the factors of the last constant term. So that last constant term is 2. So factors of 2 are plus minus 1 and plus minus 2. Okay, means I know the factors of 2 are 1 and 2, but you have to take both signs, positive as well as negative, along with these two factors. So first we will check for plus 1. Okay, we will check either plus 1 is the 0 of the polynomial or not. Okay, so I am substituting, instead of x I am substituting plus 1. So let x equals to 1. So 1 power 3 minus 2 1 square minus 1 plus 2. 1 minus 2 minus 1 plus 2. So positive 1 negative 1 got cancelled. Negative 2 positive 2 got cancelled. Answer has 0. So since the after solution we have got 0, that means we can say hence 1 is the 0. 1 is the 0 of, let it be p of x. 1 is the 0 of p of x. Okay, so since 1 is the 0 means we can say x minus 1 is the factor. Okay, if the 0 is 1, then x minus 1 will be the factor. If minus 1 is the 0, then we can say x plus 1. So opposite sign we have to take in the factor. So since positive 1 is the 0 of the p of, so we can say x minus 1 is the factor. One of the factor we got. Okay, we have to get 3 factors, because since it is cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial has 3 factors, p of x. So one factor we got. Okay, now we have to get another 2 factors. So there is one shortcut method that is called synthetic division. Today I will teach you that method. In that method what we are going to do, like we got here the first 0 we got, that is our 1. Okay, so that 0 you put here, and the coefficients of this polynomial coefficients of this polynomial means, like coefficient of x cube is 1, so write here 1. Coefficient of x square is minus 2, write here minus 2. Coefficient of x is minus 1, write minus 1. And final term is 2, so write just like that only 2. Now always first number you have to keep here 0, always in every question. Okay, then add these two numbers. So 1 plus 0 will give you 0, right? Now you have to multiply these two numbers. Just a second. Sorry. 1 plus 0 will give you 1. Okay, you have to add these two numbers. 1 plus 0 will give you 1. You have to now multiply these two numbers, 1 and this one. So 1 into 1 will give you positive 1. That answer positive 1 you have to write in this place. Okay, now again you add these two numbers, means minus 2 and this 1, again you have to add. So we will get here minus 1. Now again this minus 1 we have to multiply by this one. So if we multiply we will get minus 1. That minus 1 we have to write here. Again add these two numbers. So after adding these two numbers, minus 1 we will get minus 2. Again this minus 2 we have to multiply by this one, so we will get minus 2. Okay, again after adding, lastly we have to get 0. Okay, so if last is 0, no, that means you are doing correct. Okay, so now the coefficients, this coefficients, this like 1, no, so write x square, 1x square. Okay, 1 is 1x square, minus 1 is minus 1x, and minus 2 is last constant term. Means what I want to say that the remaining these numbers will represent the coefficients of the quadratic polynomial. Okay, so this is our quadratic, and already we got one factor, so 2 factors we got. Okay, for this given polynomial x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2, if we factorize we got 2 polynomials. One is x minus 1, which is linear, and second one is quadratic, which is x square minus x minus 2. Now this again I have to factorize. This again I have to factorize. Okay, so now since it is quadratic, we can use a normal method like splitting the middle term. So last constant term is 2 and coefficient of x square is 1 only. So if you multiply, you will get minus 2 only. So product should be minus 2, but if you add or subtract them, you should get this minus 1. So I think minus 2 and 1 है ना, same numbers we can take, because minus 2 into 1 will give you minus 2, product should be minus 2, and minus 2x plus 1x will give you negative x. So that only we have to get negative x on as the middle term. So I am going to write this x minus 1 as it is, x square as it is. Instead of this middle term, I can write minus 2x plus x and last constant term as it is. So x minus 1, then what is common here in this two terms? X only common. What is left? X minus 2 is left. Then what is, first take this sign here. What is common? Nothing common. It seems nothing common, so take 1 common. If you are taking 1 common, means nothing will change. Okay, so our factors are x minus 1, x minus 2 and x plus 1. These are our factors. First question got over here. Now second part is x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. So first we have to find the factors of this last constant term, which is our 5. So 5 factors are 1 and 5. So plus minus plus minus. So first let me check for plus 1. So substitute plus 1 in the polynomial. So you will get 1 cube minus 3 1 square minus 9 into 1 minus 5. 1 cube is 1, minus 3 into 1 square is 3, minus 9 minus 5. This will not give you 0. Right? This is not equal to 0, so that you leave. Now substitute minus 1. Let x equals to minus 1. Here I wrote let x equals to positive 1. So when you substitute minus 1 cube minus 3 minus 1 square minus 9 minus 1 and minus 5. Minus 1 cube is minus 1, minus 3 into minus 1 square is positive 1, minus 9 multiplied by minus 1. Minus into minus will give you positive sign, plus 9 minus 5. Minus 1 minus 3 plus 9 minus 5. This is positive term. These all are negative terms. So first add all the negative terms. So 3 plus 1 4, 4 plus 5 9. This is negative 9 and this plus 9 just copy. So since you are getting answer is 0, that means, and you took x equals to minus 1. So minus 1 opposite sign is plus 1. So we can say x plus 1 is one of the factor. Okay. Now again that synthetic division. So what we kept, so we got 0, we kept minus 1. That minus 1 we have to keep here. And the coefficients of the given polynomial. Coefficients of this given polynomial means 1, minus 3, minus 9 and minus 5. That we have to write over here. 1, minus 3, minus 9, minus 5. 1, minus 3, minus 9, minus 5. Always put here 0, add, you will get 1, multiply these two numbers, you will get minus 1, that right here, and then again add minus 3 and minus 1. If you add minus 3 minus 1, you will get minus 4. Again this minus 4 multiply by this minus 1, you will get positive 4. Right here that positive 4. Again add, what you will get, positive 5 only you will get. Now again this positive 5 and minus 1 you multiply, you will get minus 5. Sorry, here you will get negative 5, right? Minus 9 plus 4, you will get minus 5. So minus 5 multiplied by minus 1, you will get positive 5. Okay. So after adding, again we are getting 0. So at last you are getting 0 means you are doing correct. Okay. So we can say that one of the factor already we got, and other factor which will be a quadratic, we can take from these coefficients. Okay. So always first one will be the linear and second one will be the quadratic. Okay. So quadratic means this coefficient is 1, no? So 1x square. 1x square. Now minus 4x. Okay, degrees will be always first 2, then 1, then constant, and then last term is minus 5. So these two factors we got. You can write here p of x. Okay, so that means this also you can take as p of x, the question. Okay, chalo. So now again we can use the splitting the middle term. So last constant term is minus 5 and coefficient of x square is 1 only. So 1 into minus 5 will give you minus 5. You have to search for two numbers, their product should be minus 5 only, but if you add or subtract them, you should get minus 4. So I think this only 1 into minus 5 will give the answer, no? Because 1 into minus 5 is minus 5, product will be minus 5 only, and if you add them, you will get minus 4, that only required. Okay, so x square like that only. Instead of minus 4x, I can write positive 1, negative 5. So positive x, negative 5x minus 5, okay, equal to our p of x. Next is x plus 1. Now what is common here? X is common, so what is left? X square divided by that common thing x. X is left, then plus x divided by the common x, 1 only left. Now go to the last two terms. So first take this negative sign here. Now what is common? 5 is common, take that 5 common. Now minus 5x, when you are taking minus sign common, now sign inside the bracket will always change. So 5x if you divide by 5 means x only, and negative, instead of negative we have to write positive. Or you can understand in this way also, minus 5x, okay, that is the third term, and what is common? Minus 5. So if you divide minus 5 got cancelled, only x is left. So that only I wrote, and the last term is minus 5 divided by the common thing minus 5, you will get positive 1 only. Okay, automatic. If you are this inside the bracket the terms are same, now that means you are doing correct. So your three factors are, one is x plus 1, another is also x plus 1, and third one is x minus 5. These are the three factors.